Their names were Jean, Annette, Millette, Virginia, and Rebecca. More than 4 decades later, there is still no hard evidence linking the 5 disappearances. Only detectives' intuition, back then and now, that 5 little girls gone in 3 months is too much to chalk it up to coincidence. It is like trying to put together the pieces of a complicated puzzle more than 40 years later. Sergeant Jansen says he can't say for sure if it was the handiwork of one person, but he wouldn't discount it either.
That many girls missing, that short of a time frame, you really have to start paying attention to what's going on. And they're all in the same age range, We're getting some descriptions. The suspects in some of the cases are white males, so you have to start putting these pieces together.
All similar victim types, Caucasian girls between the ages of 6 and 12. Jean, Virginia, and Rebecca all walking to the store alone when they vanished. Annette and Millette disappeared from their home. 5 girls in 3 months. In the original articles of the Jacksonville Journal, police told reporters they didn't have anything to connect the disappearances. But even the lead detective on the first case, Jeannie Schoen's disappearance, on the final page of the reports, makes a mention of the other girls that went missing after Jeannie, not directly linking the 5 vanishings, but making sure that any detective that reinvestigates Jeannie's case knows about the others. In the 1970s, there were several serial killers that moved through the Northeast Florida area. Killers like Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole, Ted Bundy, and Paul John Knowles. Sergeant Jansen says they've made sure their DNA is in the CODIS system to be run against any DNA found on the old evidence.
We're hoping that, cracking the case on one of them might help us with all the other ones.
But after Rebecca disappeared, the vanishings of little girls stopped in the Jacksonville area. With 5 girls gone in 3 months, it begs the question, why did it suddenly stop?
Whoever was doing this, if it's a single person, probably felt like it was time to get out of town.
By the time Virginia and Rebecca went missing, the disappearances were front-page headlines in Jacksonville. Parents were on alert. The city was tense. Sadly, there would be no answers for those families. Sergeant Jansen says in looking back on these cases, his team has to keep an open mind. It could be one person or multiple people. They are partnering with Project Cold Case to give surviving family members an answer. Even if no arrest is made, these girls deserve to not be forgotten in the public's memory. Jean, Annette, Millette, Virginia, and Rebecca, the girls that vanished in the summer of '74. There are still more questions than answers about what happened to those girls in the summer of '74. Their names have faded from the public's memory, but the hunt for the person or persons responsible hasn't faded from the minds of detectives. If you know anything about the disappearance of Jean Marie Schoen or the Anderson sisters or the murders of Virginia Helm and Rebecca Green, please contact the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Katie Jeffries, First Coast News, on your side.